Oh, Toronto. You're just not there. You're just not there. The Boston Bruins, I've shown why they are now 13 points ahead of you in the standings and why they clean our clocks every playoffs we meet them. They just work. Every single part of that team working in unison. They know if they get the puck at their blue line, they know exactly where each forward's going to be. They know when the defenseman's going to be activated. They showed it tonight over and over again. You saw Forbert scoring that shorthanded goal. Brandon Carlo scoring. McAvoy almost went through the entire team. Let's not talk about Pastrnak almost making Morgan Rielly have terrible nightmares of Connor McDavid once again. Thank you, Samsonov. Damn, this team is good, and they didn't even need their top guys to do it. Forbert scores shorthanded. Mitch Marner gets a great goal. Beautiful pass by Samsonov on the power play after perfect shot made it 1-1. That fourth line of the Leafs got hemmed into their own zone. The defenseman out there for 2+ minutes. Simmons could have got off. Holmberg could have got off. They don't get off. They get stuck in their own zone. Carlo just a little flip around Samsonov because Samsonov's like, these guys can't do shit. I'm going to have to take away the pass, and then I leave part of the net open. He scores to make it 2-1. And then freaking... is it second period still? AJ Greer gets away from Camp because Leafs D pinch, and it was a. I understand the pinch for Liljegren, but get your stick in there at the same time. Then the body stick didn't really get to the puck, gets around. Greer goes. Camp definitely is a little hold there or a hook in there. Lets go of his stick. Greer lets go of the top of the stick, puts it back down. High glove, scores, gets absolutely knocked around by Simmons after the goal because, he scored and Simmons goes out there. They fight. Boom, one shot. It looks like Greer's out, and then he comes back too, and then he gets a swing on Simmons, and another 3, 4, 6. Goes to the box, go to concussion protocol. Doesn't matter. You scored. You got the 3-1 lead. Leafs score after that. Yarncroke just being in the right spot. Brandon Carlo knocking it down. Scores. Okay, it's 3-2. Great. Oh, no. Defensive lapse by the Leafs. It's 4-on-4. Is this at the 4-on-4 point? Yeah, 4-on-4. And friggin' Pavel Zacha just rips one high glove like Greer, but his was from, I don't know, top of the circle. It sucks that Brody, he had a rough patch of ice there and slid out. Scores Samsonov. We need you to have that one. Even though that first period, sure, I think the Leafs outshot them, but Bruins had plenty of chances. Pastrnak is just one of them. Zacha scores top corner, and then the Leafs get a little bit more momentum, and then another defensive breakdown. Liljegren can't get it out. He had some rough points in this game. So did everyone, really. Hall giveaways, Gio giveaways by everyone. And then it was just like, let's give it to, it was Pastrnak who towed around, what was it? Liljegren couldn't get the puck, or Sandin. It was Sandin. Sandin tried to, instead of just firing around the net, don't wrap it around the boards. Wrap it around the boards. It might go out. There might be forward there. He goes the other way into Pastrnak. Pastrnak, who has some of the softest hands in the league, toe drag pass to David Krejci, who opens up like he's going to shoot. Samsonov bites hard. I have no idea where all the other Leafs are. And Zacha's like, gimme. Passes Zacha wide open net. Goal, 5-2. That's how the game ends. Boston didn't clean Toronto's clock, but in key aspects of the game, they did. They didn't have the defensive breakdowns that Toronto did. They didn't have as many of the giveaways as Toronto did. The crazy thing is, Toronto was in this game with all those giveaways, giving up all those chances. They were still in this game. The only problem is the Leafs' offensive chances were few and far between. They had a few good ones, a few good looks. But a few good looks versus a multitude of good looks, you're going to generally lose. And when you add these giveaways and... how would you put it? just bad defensive positioning. It's going to get you. There was times where the Leafs hemmed the Bruins in their zone. William Nylander just showing like, I should be an all-star. And just generating. Kerfoot even driving the net at one point. But they couldn't get enough chances, enough pucks through. And the ones that did, Allmark pretty much always made the save. He just played solid. Samsonov played solid until he didn't. We needed those key saves. But let's be honest, without that big first by Samsonov, we could have went into the second period down 3-0. Instead, we lose 5-2. You want a couple of those back. Greer's shot, high glove, into a good goal. Saka's you need back after Jarnkrok makes it 3-2. That's the big one, and then just some breakdowns there. Not the best way to go into the All-Star break. You can see the difference between Boston and Toronto. Is it possible for Toronto to catch Boston? No, I don't think it's possible for anyone. President's Trophy. But the playoff race is going to be interesting. We'll see, most likely, unless something extravagant happens, you're going to see Toronto versus Tampa Bay. That's basically locked in stone. That's where you need to play. Your mind needs to play at Tampa, in Toronto, against Tampa. And just work that system. How are you going to do it? And the big thing is you need to outwork the Bolts. Both dynamically and physically. You have to be a bit ruthless. You have to be a bit gutsy. You got to bleed like Michael Bunting. But probably less whining about it and more just grinding. And keep at it. And you will get the call eventually. Just keep at it. Not at the officials. I mean, after the puck, searching for that goal, working hard. Good thing about this All-Star break, Austin Matthews is going to get to rest, Matt Murray's going to get to rest, they're going to figure him out. Samsonov played, 8 straight games. The guy deserves a rest. He needs it. The Leafs need a rest. And then they get to recuperate, revamp. The only person that's going is the little water bug who is just always full of energy, Mitch Marner. Those skates, although ugly as hell, I love them. Any white skates, it just reminds me of Sergei Fedorov in those disgusting Nikes, and I love it. It's like nostalgia overload, so good for him. It's brilliant. It's dogs riding a shark and an alligator, croc, I don't know which one. Awesome, just awesome. What else this game? Yeah, okay, missed calls, like Bunting bleeding and a couple other things. But there was missed calls over and over. There was so many calls that went uncalled. Leafs should have been in the box a lot more. I'm like, that was a hold. That was probably interference. That might have been a trip. Okay, yeah, sure, there was some embellishment both ways. But the whistle just went, yeah, not today. And that shouldn't be. Just call the rule book all the way through. They'll learn. I want the beginning of the season. Call. I don't care if there's so many power plays. Let it be. The players have to figure it out. Now, we don't know what is what. Fans don't know. Coaches don't know. Players don't know. So hopefully this is like a little revamp for the NHL officiating staff, the officiating team. They get together and be like, so let's figure this out before everyone continues to hate us. We have no backing from any player, any coach, any team in the league. I don't know. But what do you guys think of the game? Comment down below. I wish we would have went into the All-Star break with a win over Boston and the winning streak over Boston, the winning record, whatever it is. Samsonov now's lost 2 in a row at home, I think, maybe. No, well, he's lost 2 at home anyway. Darn. Yeah, Boston's just another level. They're just another level. Maybe we'll get there. I miss Austin. Please come back. All right, take care, everyone. Go Leafs, go.